Right now, demand is high for the children's version of the COVID-19 vaccine. How the Alliant Energy Center is preparing.
Plus, the jury for the Kyle Rittenhouse trial loses a member as another witness testifies on what they saw that night.
Also, a rally to keep a key item in the Build Back Better package for immigrants. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. The Alliant Energy Center is as versatile as it is big. That's been helpful during the pandemic and especially now.
Public health teams are working to quickly expand vaccine operations to start giving younger children their doses very soon. Our Anna Hansen shows us how.
With people getting booster shots behind her.
It's a much different experience for a kid to get vaccinated than it is for an adult to get vaccinated.
Public Health Supervisor Sarah Madison explained the big lift her team is making for the pediatric vaccine rollout at the Alliant Energy Center.
We're doing our best to make this space as friendly and welcoming as possible.
Stickers and books will add a sense of comfort for kids as young as 5 showing up for the 500 appointments soon to be available per day at the Alliant Clinic. That number could increase to 700 per day, which means appointments will be required.
You can make an appointment, you park your car and walk in, and then we'll be able to offer you the vaccine in here.
Which is important to people like Tracy Tudor. She got her booster shot today, but her 10-year-old grandson soon could be in the same position. Tudor says her family booked an appointment for the boy at a clinic nearly an hour away to try and get in early.
And we want all of our children to be taken care of appropriately and safely.
Now she says the family is trying to move the appointment to Alliant for a closer option.
We didn't know that this would be a possibility to come here, so we will be calling as soon as possible.
The biggest message public health has for parents, guardians, and kids is book your appointments soon.
We really are hoping to kind of get through this big push right up front.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
As the rollout to young children ramps up, parents have a lot of questions to meet the specific needs of their child.
One of those, what about the smaller dose size? Naomi Coles joins us to explain.
This child-sized pediatric vaccine is a third of the dose that adults get, but experts say that isn't actually impacting its effectiveness. I spoke to UW Health's Dr. Bill Hartman, who said developers figured out the lowest possible dose that still had the maximum effect of COVID-19 antibodies.
Antibodies generated are very similar, even maybe exceeding a little bit the antibody levels from the from the Pfizer vaccine that was administered to teenagers and young adults.
The lower dose size contributes to its safety for children, but the actual effectiveness is not diminished. Now this Sunday on For the Record, join me to get more questions like that answered, as well as what to expect as the rollout continues.
Naomi, thank you. The Rock County Public Health Department will be hosting a COVID-19 and flu clinic at Parkview Elementary tomorrow. The school is located at 106 West Church Street in Orfordville. It runs from 12:30 to 4 in the afternoon. There is no cost and no documents or insurance is needed. Walk-ins are welcome. The clinic will be offering the COVID vaccine to those 12 and up and flu vaccines for ages 6 months to 18 years, but they will not have the COVID-19 doses for kids ages 5 to 11 or adult flu vaccines. We're learning tonight that Milton Consolidated Elementary is going all virtual effective tomorrow due to a COVID outbreak. Tomorrow, classes will be canceled for all students. Virtual classes will begin next Monday. This will only affect consolidated students. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it's a pretty nice evening on the weather patio. A little cool, but there's not much of a breeze blowing. Let's start out by looking at the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. By next week, we won't be able to show you these at this time because it'll be dark since we go off of daylight saving time, but still a little bit of sunlight on the far western horizon. Doppler track, though, free of precipitation across our part of the Midwest. Low temperatures this morning. Here in Madison, we dropped to 26 before temperatures started rising overnight. It was a little cooler to the north and east, a little warmer to the south and west. Temperatures stayed in the lower 30s over southwestern Wisconsin. High temperatures today were in the upper 40s to the lower 50s across all of southern Wisconsin. And right now, temperatures have dropped back into the middle 40s here in Madison. 51 right now in La Crosse as temperatures a little bit milder, closer to the Mississippi River. By tomorrow morning, look for temperatures to drop to about 31 here in town with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, look for a high of 53, so a little milder than today. And that warming trend will continue into the weekend. I'll have more details in the forecast in just a few minutes.
We're hearing testimony from an eyewitness who tried to provide first aid to one of the people shot by Kyle Rittenhouse. Today, Richie McGinnis testified about the interaction he saw between Joseph Rosenbaum and Rittenhouse. He says he saw Rittenhouse point the rifle at Rosenbaum, who he described as lunging at the weapon. Rosenbaum died of his wounds at the hospital.
It was clear to me that it was a situation where it was likely that something dangerous was going to happen, be it Mr. Rosenbaum grabbing it, Mr. Rittenhouse shooting it. I didn't know.
Earlier today, a juror was dismissed from the trial after making a joke about the shooting of Jacob Blake. The juror claimed the joke had nothing to do with Rittenhouse's case, but the judge says it shows the appearance of bias. Both sides agreed to dismiss the juror. The Juneau County Sheriff's Office are looking for a missing teen. 16-year-old Tanya Day was last seen on October 7th at Mauston High School wearing black sweatpants, a sweater, and a clear backpack. Tanya also has a scar on her right wrist. It was determined she got a ride to Black River Falls, where she has family but has not been found. Tanya also has family here in Madison and Wisconsin Dells. If you have any information, please call the Juneau County Sheriff's Office.
Edgewood High School is suing the WIAA after the Crusaders were removed from the state football playoffs over a dispute about an ineligible player. Edgewood argues that the player in question, Cameron Fine, he's number 3, was eligible to play because he did not take the field last fall when he lived in Texas. But the WIAA says eligibility is limited to 8 consecutive semesters, which Fine hit at the end of last school year, and that a waiver Edgewood received was for a transfer rather than 5th-year eligibility. Earlier today, Edgewood lost an appeal in front of the WIAA's Board of Control, seeking to get back into the tournament. A judge will hear their case tomorrow morning. A rally outside of Senator Tammy Baldwin's office is looking to make sure that millions of undocumented immigrants and dreamers have a path to citizenship. It's part of 11 Cities for 11 Million, a national rally to put pressure on congressional Democrats to keep $100 billion for immigration reform. President Biden announced it last week would be in the Build Back Better framework.
Democrats need to use the majority power that they have to deliver on a campaign promise, and people need to see that promises were delivered.
In the last 10 years, the Latino population in Wisconsin grew by 33%. It is now the state's largest minority population, with the largest growth in Dane County. Still to come tonight at 6, the oldest church in Rock County is going through some major construction.
Plus, some special guests pay a visit to veterans at the Madison VA. We'll be right back.
Attention South Central Wisconsin homeowners, tired of your outdated kitchen? Updating it is more affordable than ever with Black Friday savings this month at Mad City Kitchens, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing, installed in as little as 2 days. With Black Friday savings, save $500 with interest-free financing for 6 months and get $250 in Mad City cash. But act now and triple your savings. Save $1,500 on your new kitchen cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 18 months and triple it to $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvement projects. Plus, call during this program. Get a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Black Friday triple savings end November 30th. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Valvoline keeps your vehicles on the road and running at peak performance. Advanced full synthetic motor oil protects your engine against all types of deposits. $4.99 after 11% rebate. As the temperature gets cooler, pick up some Howe's Diesel Conditioner. Diesel Conditioner prevents fuel from gelling while increasing fuel economy. $8.49 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
The tower on Rock County's Old Parish is coming down today.
St. Patrick Catholic Church was dedicated back in 1864. During an assessment of the building, engineers found that 132-foot tower was leaning and could not be fixed in place. So using a steel cradle, crews were able to carefully remove the spire portion. The bell portion will be removed tomorrow.
People from around here who grew up in the neighborhood speak about the significance of the spire in their own lives, and it really speaks to why do we have these spires on these churches, right? It's because originally these churches were built as the centerpieces of communities, right? And so it was the centerpiece around which the homes were built.
The steeple will be placed in the courtyard next to the church until restoration fundraising goals are met. Church officials are expected to share the full restoration plans in the coming weeks. Some former UW Badgers and Green Bay Packers were surprising patients at the Veterans Hospital here in Madison by serving lunch and visiting with them.
It's part of a Salute to Service month. Packers alums Jared Abradaris, Gary Ellerson, and Bill Ferrario were passing out food and spending time with the veterans at the hospital. To Bill Ferrario, this was personal.
Just being able to come out and put a smile on somebody's face, it's an honor for us to do that, and something that playing for the Packers, no matter how long ago it was, gives us that opportunity to just stay in the community and be able to give back to the community. As little as it may feel for us, it may make somebody's day, so it's nice to be able to do it.
Predictably, the surprise went over incredibly well, and the patients were happy to cheer on the Pack. Well, it is one of the best traditions in all of college football, but did you ever wonder how Jump Around got started?
Coming up, we'll take a look at the history of the stadium rocking event that helped put Badger football on the map. And could we see some spring-like temperatures this weekend? Gary has your full forecast when we return.
The grand opening of the all-new Ashley HOMESTORE of Madison is on now. Don't miss grand opening specials up to 65% off while they last. Plus, get a free gift and spin the wheel to win a $5,000 shopping spree. The grand opening sale is on now at the Ashley HOMESTORE of Madison on East Springs Drive.
Give your kitchen a facelift with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. New colors and hardware, soft close doors, installed in as little as 2 days. Now get Black Friday savings tripled. Save $1,500 on your cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 18 months and triple it to $750 in Mad City cash. Plus, call during this program, get a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate.
It's time to choose a Medicare plan. So why not choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more. Call us today to find a plan that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Don't wait. Call now to get plan details from Quartz or speak with one of our enrollment specialists today.
I was doing some shopping and got a pop-up on my laptop. Computer had a virus. So I called the number on the page, and the guy on the phone wants to take control of my screen to sort it out. Then I remember a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Control my screen. This is a tech support scam. Thankfully, my order still went through.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
So it is arguably one of college football's greatest game day traditions, and we're talking about Jump Around at UW-Madison home games.
At the beginning of the fourth quarter, the song by the group House of Pain blares over the loudspeakers, and Camp Randall literally jumps around.
Our Mark Kane now with how this all started and the seismic effect this has on the fans and Camp Randall itself.
If you were at UW-Madison's homecoming game on October 10th, 1998 against the Drew Brees-led Purdue team, you witnessed history. The game was tied going into the fourth quarter.
And we were looking to play some music to try to get the student section engaged and loud and make it difficult for Purdue.
Makes sense. But why House of Pain's 1992 hit song Jump Around? Well, you can thank UW Athletics marketing intern Ryan Sundrup, a tight end for the Badgers who was injured and couldn't play. So they asked him to come up with some songs to play during lulls in the action.
He gave me a list of songs. I remember it was on a piece of paper out of a spiral notebook with frayed edge, and it was all these songs, a list of songs. I remember Jump Around was on it.
Kevin Kludner is Assistant Athletic Director for Marketing and Promotions. He hit the play button from this very room on the 8th floor of the press box.
And at the time, didn't think a lot of it, other than as soon as we hit the song, the students reacted, started jumping, you know, people in the press box were pointing at the student section. First time. And they were into it, they jumped. A lot of energy in the stadium.
Bucky went on to win the game, went 11-1 on the season, and won the Rose Bowl. A tradition was born, as was some concern. You see, while 80,000 fans are jumping around, the stadium's press box and upper deck do a little jumping around on their own.
You feel it. There's a sensation of swaying. If you have like a glass of water or a beverage, like your beverage will sway in your cup. It's a sensation. If you're not used to it, especially like visiting media and visiting personnel, like they're kind of looking around a little bit. But yeah, you feel it. It's fun.
It's terrifying and fun at the same time.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. If it's swaying, that means the fans are into it and having a good time.
Well, Matt, they're having fun here at Camp Randall.
That movement, that jumping around, has some worrying about the structural soundness of the upper deck. Turns out all those bodies create a human quake, one that can be measured on seismographs near the stadium. Geology professor Cliff Thurber.
All the time there's noise, vibrations happening inside the building. But then jump around starts right about in here. And it's most clear, I think, on this, which is the up and down motion.
UW's Geoscience Department wanted to see just how much seismic activity Jump Around creates. Using similar equipment Professor Thurber set up for us to demonstrate, sensors in and near the stadium are quite clear. The Earth literally moves during Jump Around, but it falls off quickly just blocks from the stadium. The top and third lines are from sensors in and around the stadium. The second is from Breeze Terrace, and over in Lot 17, there's not much shaking going on.
So what we're actually seeing is the stadium's vibrations shaking the ground at a frequency that the stadium itself is vibrating at.
So the question is it safe to be in the upper deck and press box? Extensive studies in 2004 during a construction period were quite clear. Yes, it is. On the 9th floor of the press box, in the Chancellor's Suite, there's a plaque entitled Rockin' at Camp Randall. It explains why the stadium moves and how it's safe. It ends with, while you're here, please enjoy the free ride. In Madison, I'm Mark Kane, News 3 Now.
According to Sports Illustrated magazine, Jump Around is second only to Iowa's The Wave as the best college football tradition. Now, some may disagree.
Right here. And there's also a bunch of Jump Around merch you can buy, everything from mugs to baby onesies for sale at the UW bookstore. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti with your first foreign forecast.
You can still feel the swing
jump.
going on here. I'd probably fall if I jumped. Well, 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Milder weather starts returning tomorrow. High temperatures We'll be in the lower 50s for tomorrow, but around 60 or a little bit above for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week. Dry weather is also expected through early next week. Now it looks like showers could reach us perhaps Tuesday afternoon, and then we'll see some shower chances beginning Tuesday and lasting off and on through the end of next week. And toward the end of next week, it might be cold enough for a few flakes of snow to mix in with those showers, but nothing showing up on radar tonight. Very quiet across our part of the Midwest. U.S. Drought Monitor released today, and from data through last Tuesday, you can see moderate drought conditions down near the Illinois state line and around the Madison area, but also now we're starting to see moderate drought conditions in parts of central and much of the northern third of Wisconsin, with severe drought conditions now starting to develop up near Lake Superior. So it's been dry for much of the fall, especially in the northern portion of Wisconsin, and the future track rainfall forecast from a couple of the longer range computer models for mainly the latter part of next week shows about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain here in much of southern Wisconsin. The other computer model shows pretty much the same thing, maybe a little bit more, especially to the north and west, which is good news because that's an area that, again, has gone into drought conditions. This time of year, you normally would expect maybe between about a 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch of rain over a 10-day period. So that's above that and will help to, at least in the short term, reduce some of those drought conditions. But as we take a look at current temperatures, it's just cool, dry fall weather that we're seeing right now. Temperatures in the mid-40s across much of Wisconsin. Out to the west, temperatures start to climb to around 50 toward the Twin Cities, and still seeing temperatures in the 60s over the western Dakotas. On weather track, the jet stream is starting to shift more toward the north and east. That will allow milder Pacific air to start moving eastward and warm our temperatures up gradually over the next few days. High pressure is located just to our south, but notice the winds now starting to become a little more southerly. They're not very strong right now, but they will pick up in speed. There also is a warm front out to the west, on the other side of which that's where those 60-degree temperatures are. Right now, mid-40s here in Madison. La Crosse still at 51 degrees, but these temperatures will climb as future track shows. We'll see skies clear out tonight, but the southerly winds will offset the cloud cover, so we'll see temperatures a little bit warmer than last night. Tomorrow, the southerly winds continue. Temperatures climb into the lower 50s. Few clouds tomorrow night, and then Saturday, more sunshine. That south-southwesterly wind continues, and temperatures climb up into the upper 50s to lower 60s on Saturday, and probably middle 60s as we head into Sunday. So for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 53, a little milder than today, also be a little breezy as well. And we're up to 60 Saturday, 64 Sunday, and 63 on Monday. Dry weather through early next week. Some shower chances Tuesday afternoon, a slight chance Wednesday. Some showers on Veterans Day, but at night it might be cold enough for a few flakes of snow to mix in Thursday night into Friday morning, and then again Friday night into Saturday of next weekend.
And coming up in sports, Jordan Love is 3 days away from making his first NFL start. While his head coach says he's excited to see him play. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Avoid the lengthy remodel. Stay under budget. Transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. Call Mad City Kitchens, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Choose colors like frosty white, oak gray, or chocolate pear. Add a Lazy Susan, soft closed doors, countertops, and a new sink. Now's the time to call for Black Friday savings. Save $500 with interest-free financing for 6 months and $250 in Mad City cash. But this month only, triple your savings. Save $1,500 on your cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 18 months. And triple it to $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. Plus, last chance, call during this program for a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Black Friday triple savings in November 30th. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
It's the giving season with your chance to support local makers and a Lodi teen battling cancer. And we've got these for our next question of the day winner.
And warmer temperatures are on the way. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Jordan Love should have the league's best receiver to throw to when he makes his first career start against the Chiefs. Matt LaFleur said today that Devontae Adams was back in the building along with defensive coordinator Joe Barry. Now, Adams will have to work through some protocol before he's officially cleared to play, but LaFleur is hopeful. As for this Sunday's QB, well, LaFleur is excited to see how Love handles his opportunity.
He's picked up so much experience, I think, watching Aaron operate over these last, 2 years or whatever, that we feel that we kind of just force-fed him from the moment he got here. And he's done a great job of picking everything up. And, I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited for his opportunity.
Jonathan Taylor has been named the AFC Player of the Month for his play in October. The Colts running back racked up 673 total yards and scored 7 touchdowns in 5 games. Taylor joins Russell Wilson as the only other Badger to win Offensive Player of the Month. The tough stretch of their schedule continues this Friday and Saturday for the Wisconsin men's hockey team, and this week's series is a big one with number 5 Minnesota coming to the Kohl Center. But the Badgers are skating with some confidence. Last time out, UW got a huge road win over then number 2 Michigan after finally putting everything together on the ice. And Tony Granato hopes that his team's play from that game carries over to this weekend.
There were some things that we were growing into and doing well, but we were still getting beat pretty bad. So it was important for us to find a way to kind of put it all together. So I think the confidence, like we said at the start, was something that we needed to get into our game, and our guys started to need to feel a little bit of good things about their play.
Boys state soccer, Verona taking on Hudson in the Division I state semifinals. This one was scoreless until the 43rd minute, and that's when the Raiders would strike. Noah Beckmeyer slides in and taps it in for the game's golden goal. Verona's season comes to an end, 1-0 the final. Gary?
Well, a little chilly out there, but the live view from the WISC Skycam looking off toward the east shows mainly clear skies here. Live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville pretty much shows the same thing. A few clouds on the western horizon there. 46 right now, Madison, 51 La Crosse, 45 in Janesville. Those temperatures will continue to fall, but not as much as last night. 31 for the low, high tomorrow 53, and then those temperatures trending upwards, mid-60s by the end of the weekend. Some rain chances the middle of next week, maybe mixing with snow toward the end of the week.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.